Okay. Trying to test a couple of things here. We have a show in about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna switch things over and hopefully you'll be able to watch me on the green screen. So we'll see. Just checking everything here. Okay, so that's live. If it sounds bad, let me know. Of course, I should have my engineer listening as well, so hopefully that works. Sounds great. Awesome. Thanks, Matt. Lethal Blue, good to see you as always. Go Big Red TV, I like that. Good, 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 good. This is a wireless mic that I'm using, and the batteries may die eventually, but we'll see. Tornado warning right here. I'm going to stop this real quick and put this. This is a tornado warning for Knuckles and Webster until 4:45, so just a few minutes left on that. Yeah, storm. Always waking somebody up. That's spring storms for you. Let's see. But yeah, the tornado warning. Let's see. Severe thunderstorm capable. This is radar indicated for tornado and quarter-size hail. It's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. That's moving. Radar indicated rotation. It's located over Lawrence. That's about 20 miles south of Hastings. It's moving pretty fast too. Clear that out. So the storm itself is about there. So you're probably it's about 90 miles away from Lincoln. So if it's moving 55 miles, let's say 40, just to be safe. So that's probably about 2 hours away from Lincoln. So you're looking at like 6:45. Probably between 6:30 and 7 for Lincoln, I would guess. But storms don't always keep the same pace. Sometimes they slow down, sometimes they speed up. That's why we watch them. Diesel dog waving. Love some of these names. They're just, I mean, we got normal names like Matt, and then Lethal Blue, Diesel Dog. I just love everybody. GBR TV, I mean, that should be a TV station. That's awesome. Tornado watch. ETA on Omaha, so probably between 7 and 8. Any debris balls? I know somebody messaged me that they saw a debris ball. Like, I think I would have seen that, but I mean, let me look. The warning has since expired. I mean, it's still showing up, but it'll be gone in about a couple of seconds. Somebody wanted to know about debris, so let's look. I mean, not really. I don't see anything that stands out to me. And velocity, it's just a little weird. I mean, it's like that frontal boundary is moving through, messing with all the wind. Which, you know, it's a thunderstorm. That's what it's going to do. Let me see. I'm going to change batteries. Yeah, that's checking the battery now, so hopefully that works. Let's see. Okay, getting back to the questions. Thank you, Yokozuna. I did change the batteries in the microphone. It's going to be one of those days where clouds aren't going to screw up the storms. It's a double negative, so I'm trying to. Clouds are, I mean, it may limit the severity a little bit, but not a whole lot. Let's see. Yeah, compared to what Oklahoma is getting, absolutely. Hey, Glow Shorts. What's up? So when these storms move in, will they lose energy? Well, no, there's a tornado watch. So that's, we don't hope, I mean, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It could happen, or they could increase in intensity. Right now, the potential is there for tornadoes, so there's a tornado watch out. So don't bet on them losing any kind of energy. I'm going to have anchors moving in, so I'm probably going to have to mute the microphone for a little while. Let's see. Time expected to hit Lincoln probably between 6 and 7. Just kind of depends on the speed. If it continues, it's moving around 40 to 50 miles per hour, so that's a couple hours away, so we'll see. You're welcome, Ben. Away from Justin Wolf. I didn't see that one. That's cool. And right now, no tornado warnings are in place, just that severe thunderstorm warning between Hastings and Red Cloud East. We can take a look at that one here real quick. That's for Adams, Clay, Knuckles, and Webster. That is moving east at 35 miles per hour, has 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So that's your run-of-the-mill basic severe thunderstorm warning. I mean, that's what 90% of all severe thunderstorm warnings are: 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The trivia question that I have tonight for 10 p.m. is there a large? Zach wants to know if there's a large hail threat. Absolutely, we could once these get going. But you know what? Once these storms roll through, that's it. Then we're done for the night. So that'll be it. But about 2010, I think it was, so about almost 15 years ago, they switched from 3/4 of an inch of hail, 3/4 inch diameter hail being a severe weather criteria, to 1 inch. And we all thought in the broadcast meteorology business that would basically cut in half, if not more, all of the severe thunderstorm warnings. And we were wrong. They stayed exactly the same, because basically every 3/4 inch hail was almost 1 inch in diameter anyway. So, oh, there's Rod. Hi, Rod.
Hi.
We have 111 viewers right now on my YouTube stream. Doing all right.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to switch. I'll eventually switch over. And I really want to see if that works. I'm doing good. Thanks. Am I Ron? I'm going to zoom out here a little bit, show everybody the whole state. Well, let's see. Oh, cool. My wife is watching me on the Google Nest? Yeah. That's cool. Starting to from everybody. Okay, let's see. And then I want to clear this out. And concerned in Lincoln, not concerned, but ready. Prepare yourself for storms in Lincoln. That goes until 5:15. So we'll do that. And then I want to do this. Basically, you're seeing me set up for a severe weather, for my first hit in the show, 5 o'clock show. What do I want to do? I want to do this.
Did you? Oh, you did. Okay.
YouTube. Come on.
Wave at everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, there they are. All right, so there. Zoom in. Delete that.
Hello, Lee.
Drew, no, it is not. Way different setup. Would you advise to keep kids home from activity between 5:30 and 7:30 window? And yeah, I would. I'm telling my son to stay home. Eric, yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, this isn't looking like the Arbor Day setup at all. Good question, though. I mean, I know that's on everybody's mind. Ah, dang it. Gotta do this.
Sure, buddy. B, I'm not a B-band at all, right? Yep, she's ready for that. How's that, Tiger?
Okay.
Got it, Tiger?
Okay. It can go away. For some reason, my automatic weather printouts. That makes things easier. No. If tornadoes form, would it just be a quick spin up? Yes, that's basic. That's the expected tornado if we see anything tonight. But I mean, don't rule anything out. I mean, don't just assume that's what's going to happen, because I would hate for you to assume that and then the other happens. So just be prepared. If there's a tornado warning in your area, get to your safe spot.
Hi, everybody. This is Ryan.
We're doing mic checks right now before the show.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Mic check, Megan. Mic check, Micin on the Monday. Mic check,
Good
Monday.
alliteration.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I remember. Yep, mic checks. 1, 2, 3.
You go eat. Yeah, you're all busy.
Got a Burley Center.
Good turnout.
Do you stream your broadcast online? Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, we do. You could probably find something on there. Yeah, 10, 11. That was a few years ago.
Rusty, I don't know if you realized, but today, 5 years ago, was the one that hit out here on West.
By your house?
Yeah, it was today.
That's funny. That was 5 years ago?
Yeah, I know, right?
God, it doesn't seem like that long ago.
Flies by.
Yeah. Huh. Let's see, moved here from Texas. Ran cameras with you. Oh, yeah, for the noon show. I really like the noon show. I was just talking to Andrew Ward about that the other day. So you moved here from Texas and enjoy your weather. Thank you, Tiny Jester. Is my first anniversary as a Nebraskan for 43 years. Pete Delkus was my meteorologist there. Huh, cool. Looks like that severe thunderstorm. Oh no, that was something else. Ooh, Ong. Got an Ong report or sighting. Do something here. There we go. That's better. Ah, dang it.
Stand by, everybody.
We begin tonight with a severe weather alert. As we come on the air, the threat for hail, damaging wind, and tornadoes is increasing across parts of southeast Nebraska. A new tornado watch is now in place for all of eastern Nebraska. You're taking a live look right now at Aurora. In the past hour, we've noticed the winds picking up and sky growing darker. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
The storm system is inching closer to the Lincoln area, with many people now heading home from work and school activities. Let's go right to Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. Rusty, what are you most concerned about tonight?
The threat for tornadoes is out there, thus the tornado watch that goes until 11 p.m. this evening for much of eastern Nebraska. We'll look at that in a second. First off, we've only had one tornado warning so far this afternoon, which is one too many in my book, but we do have this long line of storms that's really starting ramp up a little bit. In fact, we have severe thunderstorm warnings in place, and this latest severe thunderstorm warning is in place for, let's see, Clay and Hamilton County until 5:15. At 4:58, a severe thunderstorm was located near Giltner, or 17 miles northeast of Hastings, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So Clay, Knuckles, and Webster until 5:15. Some locations that may be impacted by this are Lewis, Oak, Ong, Sutton, Bryant, and Shickley, all through the 5:20 p.m. hour. So keeping a close eye on that. Zooming way out, you can see the storm is basically moving south to north. The storm's inside of it, but the entire storm itself is moving to the east. So because of all of that, we have a tornado watch. The eastern portion of this watch is until 11 p.m. The western half of this watch is until 7 p.m., so just a couple of hours left on that. Now, as soon as that line of storms moves east, that's it. You should be done with the severe weather threat. Outside right now, we'll take a quick look at 27th and Yankee Hill Road. We've got mostly cloudy skies on the Honda of Lincoln Cam at South 27th and Yankee Hill Road. It's quiet in Lincoln for now, but it does look like likely around 6 to 7 o'clock this evening is when Lincoln will have its best chance at seeing this storm move through. So we'll take a look at that and the rest of your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, talk to you in a little bit. Thank you, Rusty. As we get ready for the storms, David, make sure you are prepared. Make sure you have several ways to receive weather warnings.
Before, during, and after a storm, first responders are always a leading call for help. And during severe weather like we saw last prepare to answer a call no matter the conditions outside.
Who wrote that?
Thank you, Veronica. Now, stop what you're doing and come to your TV. Take a look at this. Tonight, we're seeing this new view of the Wheelerly tornado. Fascinating and Carver Industries. This is dash camera footage of the moment.
Okay, trying something different here.
A bizarre break-in at a local pharmacy. Someone got inside and, well, they didn't take a thing. Lancaster County Sheriff's Office reports there is damage to a Metal Art Pharmacy in Hickman. Investigators say it happened early Saturday morning. This is the second time the store has been broken into. The first happening in 2021.
Now back to that severe weather alert. Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins joins us now. Rusty, which areas are being hardest hit right now?
But just about anywhere that has the tornado watch until 11 p.m. for eastern Nebraska has a chance for severe weather late this evening, and it's starting from right now and beyond. Now, the tornado watch for parts of the western portion of this watch, the tornado watch goes until 7 p.m. So we'll kind of break that all down. First, I'm going to show you this line. This is the area where there is a good chance for severe weather. In fact, we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning just east of Grand Island. Let's see. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. This is Mount South Lake Center. Has 60-mile-per-hour wind and quarter-size hail. So this is your, right here, this is a good old-fashioned severe thunderstorm warning because of a wind and some hail. So we'll zoom in here real quick and put this into loop mode. There it goes. You can see this is all moving north and east a little bit. So eventually Lincoln is going to see part of this storm. So we got time. It's not moving very fast, but it is moving to the northeast around 30 to 40 miles per hour. So this goes through 6 p.m. from about just east of Grand Island south, crosses Highway 6 there, and makes its way to the north and east. York, you're going to see this very shortly. Seward, you will likely see part of this storm. Hebron will likely see this storm as well. This is what it looks like outside, though, right now. Allocam looking at just a gray sky. The clouds, I got this question a lot today. Did the clouds hinder the severe weather? Maybe a little bit, but there's still obviously enough severe weather to go around out there regardless of the clouds. Temperature-wise, not even that warm, but again, you don't need clear blue skies and really warm temperatures for severe weather. It can be cloudy and a little on the cool side. That's kind of what happened that one Friday not too long ago. So still temperatures not bad in the middle and upper 60s to around 70 degrees. Zooming in, we'll show you 67 in Beatrice, 68 Lincoln, a little cooler in York at 61, where the rain's moving through. Hastings, you're at 53, so rain-cooled air going on there. Plenty of dew point to go around. Lower 60s for the dew point. We're seeing a lot of moisture, more moisture than we've seen lately. I know it's been a very dry couple of days, chapped lips and chapped hands going around. So the moisture is welcome in some regards, but leads to severe weather. You can't have one without the other, apparently. South wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting to around 40 miles per hour where those storms just went through in Grand Island. Everybody else around 20 to 30 to 35 miles per hour. Just about everybody. Look on the other side of that frontal boundary after the storms go through, you're looking at 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. In front of it, you're anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour. So there's the line of storms. Big, long line of storms. Lots of lightning associated with this. This is all coming to the north and east at around 30 miles per hour. So by 6 p.m., should be right in between Lincoln and Grand Island. By about 7 p.m., it should be in the Lincoln area or close to it. And notice those storms just kind of everywhere and expanding, isolated hail threats associated with that, and maybe a spin-up tornado. This is not the same kind of setup as the Arbor Day setup. This is a different setup, but still a spin-up tornado a possibility. And then by 8 p.m., everything continues its way to the north and east, still some strong to severe storms, and then everything moves across the river as we head towards 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. And that should be about it. Hopefully we just see the heavy rain out of this because we could still use the rain, but hoping we can dodge the severe weather. Then as we head through Tuesday morning, pretty quiet, partly cloudy skies through the first half of the day, eventually see mostly sunny skies on Tuesday. So a southeast wind at 15 to 30 miles per hour. Unless you're around those severe thunderstorms, then it could be 60 to 70 miles per hour. Temperatures tonight dropping into the 40s. Highs tomorrow between 70 and 75 degrees with that southwest wind at 10 to 25 miles per hour. Another chance at a late storm on Tuesday into Wednesday and Thursday. This doesn't look like it's going to be a severe weather threat, just a chance for storms Wednesday and Thursday. And then Monday, to take the weekend off. It's nice. Very much Mother Nature. We're looking at temperatures in the 70s, maybe even some 80s next week. But that tornado watch continues until 11 p.m. for the eastern half of Nebraska. Strong storms, large hail, damaging wind, and isolated tornadoes all going to be possible over the next several hours.
Thank you for keeping us updated, Rusty. Breaking news now in the hush money trial of former President Donald Trump. The focus now in this historic trial with
Is getting a look at emails and videos and outlining the alleged scheme. Former Trump Organization controller Jeffrey McConney taking the stand. He says he met with Trump's former CFO back in 2017. He says they talked about how to reimburse former lawyer Michael Cohen, who wired a $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels just days before the 2016 election. Defense attorneys trying to distance Trump from the pair's plan. Now, the judge also finding Trump in contempt of court for the 10th time after he violated the limited gag order in the case by commenting about the jury in a recent interview. The judge telling Trump he does not want to put him in jail. Racing back to health. A former rehabilitation patient at Brian West achieved a run to remember.
They so they flew all the way from San Diego to run a half marathon with her occupational therapist. Maggie Rock, a student at the University of Tennessee, experienced a very rare side effect from a prescribed gives all the credit for her incredible recovery to the staff at Bryan West. So congratulations to Maddie. What a wonderful story there to have.
That is something to be proud of. All right, let's get a final check of the weather. Rusty preparing for possibly a volatile night.
Yeah, we've already had some severe thunderstorm warnings, one tornado warning, and it looks like we'll probably see a few more as the evening progresses, whether it's tornado warnings or severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm hoping for the latter. We have a tornado watch until 11 p.m. For the eastern side of the state. In central Nebraska, that tornado watch goes until 7 p.m. So tornado watch until 11 p.m. for Columbus, Lincoln, Beatrice, and Omaha. Tornado watch until 7 p.m. for Grand Island, O'Neill, and Valentine. And there are storms out there right now. As soon as that line gets past you and moves east of you, you're likely going to be just fine. Severe thunderstorm warning is in place. That's for Clay, Nuckolls, York, Hamilton, Fillmore, Thayer, Merrick, and Polk County until 6 p.m. Large hail damaging wind, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and quarter-size hail possible with that. Zoom in here, a little bit better view of that. It's headed towards York and Hebron, and it goes until 6 p.m. 33,000 people affected with that severe thunderstorm warning. So your Lincoln forecast temperatures in the 70s. Storms are going to be late Tuesday, and then again Wednesday and Thursday. Those severe potential for those storms are low, so keep that in mind. So we'll keep an eye on the storms tonight, though. Again, we have a tornado watch, and I'm going to show you this one more time. Make sure you have your plan in place. Make sure you know where to go. You have a safe place to go. Make sure it's put as many walls between you and the outside as you possibly can as the evening progresses. But the tornado watch goes until 11 p.m. And then May 6th through May 6th, which is today, and the tornado watch until 7 p.m. for parts of western. So we've got that long line of storms. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just put this now, and I'm going to do something real quick. Put a little bit of a tracker on this, and you're looking at Shickley, Fairmont, York through 5:30, Hebron at 5:37, Milligan at 5:44, Tobias at 5:47, Friend 5:48, and Ulysses just continue to move east and northeast as the evening progresses. We'll all see some thunderstorms, whether it's severe or not. Well, that's something I'll be keeping a very close eye on. And if something severe does pop up, I'll make sure everybody knows exactly what's going on.
Thank you, Rusty, and thank you for joining us.
World News Tonight is up next, and we'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock. And Rusty will be breaking into programming, of course, if necessary, to update you. Have a great night. That's different. Oh, I should probably read that.
Okay, show is over. Back to, go all the way up here. Okay. Okay. So how did that work for everybody? Microphone on. I think the batteries are okay. You know, my wife did just tell me that she's I think I'm confusing my wife. Okay, so yeah, this is trying a few different things here. Seems to be working out all right. So the weather is out. We've got 60 mile per hour wind gusts from, let's see where. Where is it moving through now? Central City, Stromsburg, headed towards York, headed towards McCool Junction. Here a little bit. Okay. Fairmont, Geneva, Bryant, Sutton, you're probably right in the middle of it. Nelson to Hebron, Chester, Superior. Yeah, it's a long severe thunderstorm warning. Let's find out how long it is. Hang on. About 75 miles. 75 mile long severe thunderstorm warning, which is big. I don't think it's the biggest though. I've seen some that are just, like if you get a derecho and it's like hundreds of miles wide. Okay, let's see. About 100 concurrent viewers. Oh, jeez. Make sure I'm on the right thing here. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, now we wait and watch. Oops. Cool. That was, I'm not entirely sure what to do during the show itself, during the news, because I can't really, because then everybody on TV. It just changed. You know what I could do? I'm going to try this. Hang on. Okay, that'll probably be better because it's the other audio I was using was wireless, and now I'm using this thing. So we'll see. I may have to only use my wireless when I'm at the green screen. So okay, a lot of wind. Yeah, Erica, that's the basic part of this severe thunderstorm warning is wind, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So when it blows through, branches, trees, things like that may get knocked over. And as soggy as the soil is right now from all the rain we've been getting, we could see some power outages, trees falling into power lines, things like that. So if that does happen, and you live in the capital city, I know there's a website you can go to that you can report that you have power outages. Of course, you want to do it before your battery dies on your computer or your laptop or your phone. So charging things up right now is a good idea. QLCS. Oh, let me look. Hang on.
It's cold back here, Chris. It's really cold back there.
I'm trying to find where the SPC is saying that. Can't look at. I need to try to look at everything at once here. Oh wait, that's got to be this. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Increasing threat for severe wind gusts along with QLCS circulations, tornadoes. QLCS is a quasi-linear convective system, so it's a line of thunderstorms. And it's basically a squall line, and that's what we have. I mean, that's what this basically is. That's a squall line right there, just a line of thunderstorms. So that's what that means. Is this already a bad tornado season in recent history? Does this have to do with El Nino or La Nina? Are we in the middle? That's something everybody will look back at and see if there's any correlation. Right now, it's El Nino and La Nina has kind of been all over the place. So what does that mean? Is it already a bad tornado season? Well, I mean, if we didn't have that one Arbor Day outbreak, it'd be just normal. But there was a really bad outbreak, so it was just kind of a bad system that was a little rougher than we're used to. Now, the last time I saw anything like that was probably about 20 years ago. So that was bad. But overall, the number of tornado outbreaks has been relatively small for our area. Let's see, just want it to get past so I can relax the rest of the night. Yeah, once this is into Iowa and Missouri, we're good. Let's see, Erica, yeah, charge your phone. Yeah, I did. Hopefully that answered your question, Porter. Porter 2455. Can you find out the current CAPE? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. There we go. I mean, it's not very high, to be honest with you. But, you know, I mean, this is, you only need a little bit to keep the storms going. If it was really high, I mean, that's where, look at that. I mean, that's Oklahoma City, where they have that high risk. That's insane. That's extreme. So we're on the northern edge of it. We're low to moderate, not really a big deal. Would Lincoln or Nebraska ever have what is happening in Oklahoma right now? Oh, yeah, we had 20 years ago, the Hallam tornado. What we had on Arbor Day was close. I mean, all it needed to do was tick up just a little bit more, and all of a sudden you're having EF4s. Instead, we had really strong EF3s, which did enough damage. But yeah, Lincoln, Nebraska, anywhere in the Central Plains, Midwest, has that same chance. And I know everybody thinks, and don't get me started, but everybody thinks we are safe for some reason because of a bubble or a dome or something, but that's just not the case. We're just lucky. I mean, you can look at many spots in Lincoln, and they haven't seen a tornado in years. It's not because of any special thing. It's just, I mean, you could, if you go like to this little spot right here, this little nub, that right there, that's even, this right here is bigger than Lincoln, and it hasn't seen a tornado in years and years and years that I know of. I'm just making this up. I'm just saying, there are many, many, many areas in the state of Nebraska that have not seen any severe weather. Doesn't mean they can't. And the city of Lincoln is no different. There's nothing in place that will stop tornadoes. Put this back into radar mode. Will there be damaging winds from this storm? Yeah, that's the most likely scenario. We could see some hail, but damaging winds and an isolated tornado is the most likely scenario with these storms as they move north and east. This particular severe storm has about another, I don't know how long this goes. Hang on. Let's see, looks like, I'm going to look for some rotation here real quick. Torcon of 9. I'm assuming that's the Weather Channel. I don't watch the Weather Channel anymore. They're the only ones that do Torcon, and they're the only ones that name winter storms, so they're their own thing. We don't follow the Weather Channel. In fact, no local TV station does. See, but as you said, don't rule out anything for today. Yeah, thought we were safe because the city was in a bowl. Yeah, that's, everybody thinks that for some reason. I don't know why, Joe. It's strange that people think that. Matt, are you expecting more growth of the rain popping up ahead of the line? Yeah, and that's kind of happening right now. You're probably looking at that, and it's happening, and that's fine. That stuff won't be severe. It's when that line of storms moves in. Let's see, yes. Okay, what was I gonna do? See, I get distracted. Yeah, it's when it bows like that, when you see it bend, that means it's a wind issue. That right there, that means you're likely seeing 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Oh yeah, rotation, that's what I was going to look for. Now, let's zoom into a couple of spots here. I mean, maybe that right there near McCool Junction. It's not great. I mean, nothing is standing out like going, whoa. You were going, yeah, thanks, Matt. Will this storm have hail? Probably pea-size hail. Watching that near McCool Junction. Maybe Geneva a little bit. I'm going to switch over here to Grand Island velocity. Yeah, that one, that just west of McCool Junction. That's got a little bit of broad rotation. Notice how big it is. This is kind of a bigger area, so it doesn't, you need those tight little swirls. Rain just started here at South 48th and Pioneers, nothing too crazy. Yeah, that's the showers before. Let's see, I need to delete some of this stuff out. Delete, okay. Beatrice, it's gonna be a little bit. Because I think it's going to be this stuff down here that gets to Beatrice. So that's probably, let's see. That's a solid 60 miles away. So like an hour and a half for Beatrice. I think one of these days Lincoln won't get so lucky. I mean, the tornado actually touched down on Arbor Day in the city of Lincoln. So Lincoln did get hit, but I know everybody's thinking downtown Lincoln destruction. The city of Lincoln's been hit by tornadoes several times in the last several years. Yo. Oh, okay. Did not know that.
Where do you think we want to set them up?
We're getting an early start tonight.
Okay, I don't know, because I have a show in 20 minutes.
Yep.
And so,
Probably want to, I can put them in the backup studio.
Well, I can
Well-
go over there where I was last.
yeah, just set him over there at the table. If something pops up, I need him to be able to get me a note.
Yep.
Do we have a free reporter or anybody that can,
Let me check with them.
Okay. like, pass notes, basically, like high school? Yeah, go ahead and hang out over there. If you need anything, let me know. Storm spotters for Lancaster County coming in. Hey, I was going to ask you, because our morning meteorologist was asking, do you come in whenever, like 3 a.m., 1 a.m.?
Whenever they decide to call us out,
Yeah,
the emergency coordinator is contacted, and then it's kind of like a phone tree kind of thing.
Right.
Except on the radio, they decide what parts of the county they want
Right.
manned, and
okay,
anytime of the day.
anytime. Okay, so if there's like an overnight thing that we know is coming, you would be sent here in the overnight. Okay, I'll let Jessica know, that way if some random person is ringing the doorbell at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it'll probably be me, but,
Yeah, okay.
you know, we have backups.
Okay, I'll let her know.
We've got people at Channel 10 and
Yeah.
at the broadcast house.
Yep. Okay, I'll let her know. She was asking me that today.
Certainly, I'm glad to meet her.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Raining at 442nd and normal. So yeah, you're getting some prefrontal rain showers right here. See all that right there? Prefrontal, and then the main line of storms. I am not a fan of severe weather because it does so much destruction and people get hurt and it takes me and everybody else away from their families. So I'm happy about the fact that there's been very little tornadic activity with this. But yeah, there's that severe thunderstorm warning, and that goes until 6 p.m. But overall, the severe weather has been less, but I mean, we're not done yet. We still got several counties to go. Yeah, right now this is basically a wind issue, because I'm not seeing any radar blips that would tell me hail. Let's look at it. Okay, there's the Cape. It's, you know, it's there. Got some instability to work with. A little bit of shear tracks. I mean, that just means there was a little bit of rotation in some of those storms. Does it seem to be strengthening? Not really. I mean, it's bowing out a little more. That would be the strengthening part. Wind is no fun, true. Hail to the north and south of us. Yeah, that happens. Let's see. I mean, keep in mind, we're still looking at, we're in that enhanced risk from Lincoln, Grand Island, Kearney south, the slight risk to the north. Look at the velocity here. I mean, there's a little rotation there. Near Benedict, near York. That's typical, though. I mean, it's just with those storms, they're bending and moving, and so when you get these, and let me show you. When you get these little notches like that, and like that, and like that, the wind is going to be different, you know, compared to where the heavier rain is and the weaker rain, and then the thunderstorm outflow, and so wind direction can easily be different in these areas. It's when they constantly spin around and around and around that's when we get that tornado. But I'm not seeing that right now. Oh, I need to change cameras. Okay, so now I have to prepare myself for the 6 p.m. show, which comes in 14 minutes. There's no stopping it. Looks like it's raining at Honda of Lincoln Cam, so let's go over here to, what do we want to do next? Do Southeast Community College. Let's do Beatrice. Oklahoma bad already. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could watch Oklahoma, but I got storms in Nebraska to keep an eye on. All right, so where's the Shones Roofing Cam? Okay, then the next one, delete that, delete that. Wish this was June. We've had so much activity for early May. Yeah, and April. Southeast. Okay, let's see what Southeast Community College looks like. Okay. Can I play Fortnite? You should ask my son that. I used to. I couldn't build, like the build for protection. I couldn't do that. I was more of a sniper. Okay. Okay. Do you think this spring and summer will be above average for severe storms? Above average? Probably not. As after today, it's not looking like there's going to be severe storms for a while. I mean, it could be 10 days before we see any more. So this is probably the last hurrah for a while. But there may be more down towards Oklahoma and Texas and Missouri and Arkansas and those areas. So we'll see.
Hey there, never seen you in a while.
I know. It has been a while.
Last Friday she was on.
Yeah. Well, I guess I saw her on TV last night, so that shows, right?
Sure.
I missed all the action last time.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. I was just saying to Rod that you guys were doing some great coverage. Watch it every night.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Chances for severe weather for Lincoln, there's a tornado watch, so there's a pretty good chance we're going to see severe weather. Notice just about everybody in the eastern half and northern quarter of Nebraska under a tornado watch, so there you go. Tell me what your dog is, Rusty? No.
Everybody might check, 6
Oh,
o'clock.
hang on.
Mic check, maybe. Mic check, 6 o'clock.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. IFB is going on now. All right, tornado watches continue to be eroded away. You're welcome, Mary. All right, let's try this again. Looks like there's another severe thunderstorm warning there. Let's see. Now I'm getting them. I don't know why it's not printing off. Okay. Okay, quick questions. Let's see. Cable is expensive. Agreed. Should I become a forecaster? Maybe. Depends if you love weather or not. Timing for the line of storms for West Lincoln, probably between 6:30 and 7. Elkhorn, probably 7:30 to 8. Storms are weakening for the hail threat. The wind threat is still there. How fast are they traveling? Northeast around 40 miles an hour. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the show is starting soon, and that means I can't talk during the show. So I may mute the microphone eventually. Okay. Okay. Seeing tornado warnings in Kansas.
weather alert. As we come on the air, the threat for hail, damaging wind, and tornadoes is increasing across parts of southeast Nebraska. A new tornado watch is now in place for all of eastern Nebraska. You're taking a live look right now at Aurora. In the past hour, we've noticed winds picking up and sky growing darker. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
And the storm system is inching ever so closer to the Lincoln area, with many people trying to make plans for tonight and hopefully have a plan in place just in case things get a little too violent around here. Let's check in with Rusty to find out what he's expecting to happen. Rusty?
We have a line of storms that has been increasing in strength and moving east and northeast with a lot of wind, some hail, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and it's a very long line, and the entire line has been severe for a good portion of the afternoon. So here's what it looks like right now. We have a line that goes from about O'Neill, curves around through Columbus, right in between Lincoln and Grand Island, and then stretches down to just west of Beatrice. So we're going to put it into a loop mode. Notice there's a tornado warning over by Concordia, very close to that Lincoln, that Nebraska and Kansas border. But here's a look at the radar loop over the last few hours for that storm just west of Tobias and Hebron, moving towards Seward, moving through York right now. That was severe. It's probably just below severe limits right now. It wouldn't surprise me if that goes severe again shortly. But this line is about 60 miles away from Lincoln, the way it's moving now. And that means it's about an hour away. Now, moving north just a little bit, severe thunderstorm warning for Polk and York County until 6:45. That's for some hail and some damaging wind. Also, Colfax, Madison, Platte, and Stanton. That goes until 6:45. This storm is also moving north and east, and it has some large hail and damaging wind as well. Then a little weaker line trying to cross Highway 20 and 183 there, moving to the north and east, headed towards South Dakota. Zooming out, you can see that long line of storms to basically tracks from one side of Nebraska to the other, and as soon as that's gone, that'll be it. But the tornado watch until 11 p.m., that goes for eastern Nebraska, and also a tornado watch until 7 p.m. for central and parts of northwestern Nebraska. So it kind of depends on what side of the state you're on, but that tornado watch is in place. South 6th Street and Perkins, Shones Roofing quiet for now, but there are some storms out there. So we'll take a closer look coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Rusty. Take a look at this video from our Now Local News app showing what conditions are in Grand Island right now. Forecaster Ken Bowden uploaded this video to our app, and you can't. And as we get ready for these storms to hit, make sure you and your family are prepared. Have emergency supplies ready at home, at work, or in your car, and make sure you have several ways to receive weather warnings. LAS, by the way, reminding people to report power outages tonight. If you experience any, don't assume your neighbor has already called in. If you call in as well, it helps us gauge the extent of the outage. You can report outages online, or you can call 888-365-2412.
Before, during, and after a storm, first responders are always awaiting a call for help. During severe weather like we saw last month, citizen journalist Aspen shared this video to our Now Local News app. It's clear there's no time to waste in an emergency. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto is talking to Waverly Fire and Rescue about how they prepare to answer the call no matter the conditions outside.
Okay, testing this other microphone. Is anybody, if anybody's watching, how does this sound right now? Does this sound all right to everybody? Chris, I'm kind of talking to you too, engineer Chris. Does this sound it's quiet? Okay. I'm going to try something here. No. I don't want to do this. That. Try to. Okay. Do that.
Southeast Nebraska, severe weather conditions over Lincoln. Rusty is tracked minor storms that are closer to the Lincoln area. He will have a full report on the weather threats coming up in just minutes.
If you're going to get caught in these storms, the Nebraska Department of Transportation has some advice. Turn cruise control off and increase your following distance of the vehicles. And if the weather becomes too severe, pull safe.
Happening now, stabbing. Police are killing a terrorist. It was our break-in at a local pharmacy. Someone got inside and, well, officials, they didn't take a thing. Lancaster County Sheriff's Office reports there is damage, as you can see there, to Meadowlark Pharmacy in Hickman. Investigators say it happened early Saturday morning. This is the second time the store has been broken into. The first time it happened was in 2021. New at 6, racing back to health. Former rehabilitation patient at Brian West achieved a run to remember.
They flew all the way from San Diego to run a half marathon with her occupational therapist. Maddie Watt, a student at the University of Tennessee, experienced a very rare side effect from a prescribed medication. She couldn't walk or talk for 3 weeks, but look at her now. She made a promise to her occupational therapist to run the Lincoln Half Marathon, and they did it together yesterday. This experience has changed Maddie's outlook on life. She now wants to attend nursing school, work for Brian West in the future. Maddie, congratulations.
Strong storms continuing to move through eastern Nebraska. Tornado watch is in place until 11 o'clock this evening. They'll be in the Lincoln area before that, though. We'll take a look at that when we come back. Okay, let's see. separate tornado watches going on here. You can kind of see a little red line here. The western, central and northwestern and north central Nebraska, tornado watch until 7 p.m. Tornado watch until 11 p.m. basically from just about York east, and that goes until 11. Now the storms will be in the area before that, and here they are. There's a long line, and interestingly enough, this basically is your the mill wind maker. That's what's going on with this. Just no tornado warnings in this line, but down here, a separate storm kind of branched off. So there's a tornado warning in Concordia, Rapid City. But just watching this, and unfortunately, that's basically going to make its way north and east, and it's just on the other side of this line right here. So it's kind of got rotation because it's seeing some wind from this storm. It's got its own wind, its own storm, and therefore get a little rotation. So I'm going to keep a really on that as this way closer to Gary County and near Fairburn. But until then, that line of storms, this was severe earlier, not now, but it's its way north and east. This will likely impact the Lincoln and Creed areas in the next hour or so. This there, that's in York impacts about people, and severe thunderstorm that goes to 6:45 as well. And this one in and around the Columbus area for Stanton, Madison, and Colfax goes also until 6:45. Looking outside right now, a lot of gray clouds. Did have a few questions asking, will the added cloud cover and the cooler temperatures keep severe weather lower? And maybe a little bit, but the storms don't always care about cloud cover and cooler temperatures. And the Arbor Day outbreak was kind of evident of that. It was a cloudy, cooler day. We're not going to see anything like that, but again, storms don't care all the time. Sometimes the warm temperatures helps enhance, and sometimes the sunshine creates more lift, but the storms are already out there, so it doesn't really matter. Temperatures are in the 60s and 70s, cooler air where the storms have gone through. Much warmer in McCook at 75 degrees, 66 and 65 in Wahoo, 50 in York. So yeah, cooler air after that storm moves through. Look at the dew points, though. This is the highest I've seen the dew point in quite some time. Between 60 and 60, where the storms have yet to go through, 50s, and even some 40s there. Storms have already gone through. The wind is out of the south and east at 10 to 20, gusting to around 30 to maybe 40 miles per hour. I'll zoom out and show you that on the other side of the storm system, we're looking at 35 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. So it is going to be windy after this kicks. So there's that tornado warning I'm keeping a close eye on. If you would track this, so maybe the southeastern corner. This line is just a wind event, and also northeast. I say just a wind event. It's just not tornado, but it still has straight line wind, 60, maybe 70 miles per hour. So big line of storms, lots of lightning, heavy rain. All of that is going to eventually pulse its way east by 7 p.m., a little bit further east by 8 p.m., a little bit further east by 9 p.m., and I think by about 10 o'clock that should be it. So, it will go through the Lincoln area probably between 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and then everything pushes off Iowa and Missouri. And that's it. And with severe weather for a while, thank goodness. It's quite a, it's been a season. Partly cloudy skies by 6 a.m. Tuesday, and I think we'll see sunny skies by noon Tuesday afternoon. 47 degrees for Lincoln tonight for the overnight low, 46 in Beatrice, 50 in Nebraska City, but that southeast wind really picking up, 15 to 30, gusting to around 40 miles per hour. High temperatures tomorrow, I think, will be between 70 and 75 degrees with that southwest wind at 10 to 25 miles per hour. Storms possible again on Wednesday, Thursday, but the severe weather threat is not going to say no severe weather. It's that time of year. What today has in store for us, 71, 68, and then as we head to Mother's Day weekend, Mother Nature is taking the week off. 70 on Friday and Saturday, 77 for Mother's Day on Sunday. Get out and enjoy one. 80 on Tuesday and Wednesday, and into the 70s for Wednesday and Thursday. So once we get past the severe weather threat tonight, which is on our doorstep right now, that should be it for the severe weather threat for some time, but we still have Wednesday and Thursday, which I did some math yesterday. It was a 10th start for May for the capital city in history. So we've had a lot of rain already this season.
Yes, we have. All right, thank you very much, Rusty. Coming up in sports, we look at the athlete of the week.
Yes, and how they earned the honor coming up next.
Okay, back to it.
Okay.
Excellent. Lincoln Christian entered play Friday looking to punch their ticket to state for the first time in program history. They took on the Auburn Bulldogs of the C2 district title game.
Junior pitcher Caleb DeWitt was tasked with keeping the Bulldogs off the board and turned in an incredible performance on the mound, earning him Athlete of the Week.
All right, let's get a final check of the weather with Rusty. What's going on now? What are you expecting here in the near future?
Let's get right to the graphics here. We've got a big line of storms. Some of them are strong, some of them are severe. South of York, not strong. The ones that are severe, though, are these storms right here. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Butler and Seward. All of these go until 6:45. Polk and York County until 6:45. And Colfax, Madison, Platte, and Stanton. I'll be keeping a very close eye on all of these storms all night long.
Thank you, Rusty. Have a great night.
See you back here at 10.
Nobody would like to talk to you, but I think we're gonna have to kind of say it by the way. More weather, and so without really what the structure could be, it's kind of hard to. So, I should have been really generic, but if we can wait till the storm's here, then do it, that would be beneficial. No, that was the wrong package, or like, so we introduced it as we after the release, but it was.
Yeah, the wrong package. I'm telling you, I'm like,
Yeah, it was like all about the.
back. I mean, the wrong.
Okay, let's see. Now that we're done with TV, I can get back to answering questions. Let's see. Sean, thanks for all the nice words there. HDYT, I know, you were close, but you're fine. No worries. Let's see. Should I bring my patio furniture in? I would. I'm sure my wife is doing that right now. Mary Sue, can you explain the dew point and why we should care? That's a great question. The dew point is fuel. It's moisture. You need moisture in the air, because if it's really dry, it basically zaps the rain and the thunderstorms. Let me make sure I'm not missing something here. Okay, we're fine. So if you have like a really dry atmosphere, it makes it harder for storms to sustain themselves. When you have more moisture, higher dew points, the higher the dew point, the more moisture. So like if you have a 70-degree temperature and a 65-degree dew point, it's really humid. But if you have a 70-degree temperature and a 40-degree dew point, it's really dry. So storms are able to withstand the moist air, like the 60-degree dew point instead of the 40-degree dew point. How's the tornado warning by Concordia looking? Well, let's take a look. It's gone, but it was replaced with a very long severe thunderstorm warning. So I'm encouraged, cautiously optimistic. Zooming way out. Yeah, looking, it's severe, big line of severe storms. Hey, can you yell at, can you open up the door to master control and say, put the bug up?
Put the bug up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Come on, put the bug up. I'm waiting for them to put the bug up. If you look at Channel 8 right now, there is no crawl or bug, and that should not be the case. Come on. There it is. Okay. Oh, did it? Oh, that's good. Awesome. Thank you, Meredith. I was wondering about that. That's good. I'm going to turn a light on here. Cool. Okay. Lincoln seems to be out of the severe threat. That's not the case, Marno. Very much not the case. Severe storm is definitely a possibility for Lincoln. So please don't say that. It was patchy at first, but it got better. Okay, thanks, Porter. Can I see Beaver Crossing? We can zoom in there. Oh, where is it? There it is. Yeah, getting hit pretty good. Storm's probably just about over in Beaver Crossing. Is there still a severe weather? The threat is still there, absolutely. We're under tornado watch. So as these storms roll through, I mean, they're getting really close to Lincoln. And there's severe weather right there. So the threat for severe weather in Lincoln is definitely a possibility. Damaging wind would be the most likely, but tornado's not out of the question. Yep, it is knocking on the door, definitely knocking on the door. I'm going to get to a different... Oh, Mary Sue, thank you. That's really nice of you. I love it. Yeah, it just still amazes me that people do that. That's so cool. Thank you. Okay, so hide a couple of things. Want to go through this tornado watch for everybody. So we have basically we're splitting things up here. So on the left-hand side of that line, that white line is a tornado watch until 7 p.m. On the right-hand side of that line, tornado watch until 11 p.m. Now, storms obviously are moving through right now. So when these storms are done, when they move through, when that line, so basically everybody from here, this whole area is in the clear. So where did you hear that, Kevin? That's, I mean, I would love to know where you just heard that the severe weather threat has diminished for Lincoln. The Cape forecast yesterday is still, yeah, I mean, it's not high. It's just a good old-fashioned severe weather threat, unlike Oklahoma today, which is really high. We can look at that if you guys want. I mean, it's incredible. Hang on, let me get that up here for you. There we go. I'm going to show you this. This is quite incredible. So the Cape is it's there. It's nominal. It's nothing severe. It's nothing. I mean, it's enough to make the storm severe. But look what happens when you go down to Oklahoma City and Dallas. Oh my goodness! Look at that. How high that Cape is. That's your borderline extreme. So could be a lot worse. Look at Memphis over there. That's also really high. Those storms are just starting to move right there. The Weather Channel. They actually called out Lincoln. Well, there's a line of storms that are rolling through the capital city right now, or headed towards the capital city, that could be severe. So that seems very irresponsible of them to say that the severe threat is lower. Not sure why they would say that. Oh. Yeah, they've already got tornado warnings there towards Oklahoma City. So yeah, you've got one severe thunderstorm warning here, just west of Lincoln. Includes Butler and Seward until 6:45. And storms are rolling through. What has me a little nervous is this area right here. Just because you've got two separate storms that are really close to each other. So that sometimes creates vorticities and spin-ups. Let's see, I have family that lives in Wichita, and they're in the high risk, she said. So yeah, that's never good. Let's kind of see what's going on over there real quick. Yeah, you got tornado warnings all up and down. It's just beginning too. What's 10, 11? Oh. Yeah, that was just updated. Looks like some hail. I'm gonna look at that. So that severe thunderstorm warning for Butler and Seward is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. 10-11 said the threat weakened. 10-11 weather. I mean, there's a severe thunderstorm warning right there. So I mean, it's not really. It wasn't that strong to begin with. I don't think it's weakening. I think it's just doing what it's doing. I don't know. Everybody has their own way of looking at things. That's fine. Their meteorologists are solid over there. I mean, they say it's weakening. I just think it's staying about the same. Just don't let your guard down. If somebody's saying that 10-11 or Weather Channel or whoever said it's weakening, there's still strong storms out there. Just be careful. I mean, you have a severe thunderstorm warning here, and a severe thunderstorm warning here, and then a big cluster of storms right in the middle. So, I mean, I'm going to just go ahead and say that severe weather is still possible. I mean, it may not happen, but it's still possible. Let's see. Storm hitting Columbus right now, heavy rain and a little windy. Yeah, it's rolling through Columbus now. But as bad as this could have been, I think we kind of dodged a little of the very severe weather. I think a lot of that energy was pulled down to the south where the high risk is at. I mean, that's just an amazing amount of potential for severe weather. It's just now starting to move into Lancaster County. Could this be a derecho late tonight because this crap is coming to northeast? Let's look at something here real quick. That's not the one I want to look at. Marno, I don't even like to say that word out loud, so we'll just bypass that. No, I don't want to look at that. Okay. Those two storms get together and produce a tornado. I mean, it's possible, but okay, hang on a sec. All right, so you wanted to know about, let's see, derecho. We're going to see what the weather models have for this. I'm going to zoom way out so that you can see what it does. I mean, yeah, it kind of dies once it gets to Ohio, but that's a long line of storms right there. So, who asked that? Severe storm filmer? The potential's there. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. That's I'm going to zoom out even further here, see how big that is. It does kind of die out once it gets to like Illinois and Indiana and Missouri, or southeast Missouri. Let's see. Yeah, thank you, Jim. We definitely dodged hope. The tornado outbreak bust tonight for the southern states below us. Okay. Did a lot of severe weather hold back because of the cloud cover? Yeah, and I've mentioned that before. Cloud cover might have maybe a little bit, but once storms get going, the clouds don't matter. Neither does the temperature. Marno, thank you for understanding. But no, I mean, there's severe weather out there right now, and it was cloudy all day. Could northern Ohio get wind from it? Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to get wind from this. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Okay, I got to get out of that. Otherwise, I got to get back to the storms. So, I mean, there you go. Good line of storms right there. And that's, I mean, it's basically a wind threat. So you're looking at 60 mile per hour. Emily, 60 mile per hour winds, maybe some small hail. That's likely what this storm is going to produce as it moves this way. And we've had, I mean, we're not far away from tornado stuff. And I've seen tornado warnings. Yeah, sure, Kevin. I mean, cloud cover can hinder things some days, but today, Arbor Day was one of those days where we saw a lot of cloud cover and cooler temperatures, and it didn't matter. So, yes, cloud cover can damper things a little bit, but not always. Fairbury. What about Fairbury? There you go. Storms just went through Fairbury. Let's see, Eagle Fire. Oh wait, Marno. I remember 2019 having a tornado from what seemed to come from nowhere. Yeah. Michelle, hopefully that helped. Zoomed in on Fairbury now. Eagle Fire, love your broadcast. Yeah, no problem. Love the cable TV. I have over the air, but I live in Lincoln, so. So I have over the air, but I haven't done cable TV in probably 15 years. I think it has been 15 years. Zoom out here a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we probably got another couple of hours left of this storm system, and then that should be it. Then I can go take a nap. Let's see what we have here. Do you think severe thunderstorm warnings wind for tomorrow's line segment derecho? You're starting to get out of my viewing area, but since there's no warnings right now, I'm going to show you where tomorrow's severe weather outlook is. One second, got to get to the graphic. Hang on. Okay, zooming out, there's your area for severe weather. Basically, there we go. Indiana and Western Ohio. That's your best chance for severe weather on Tuesday, associated with that storm system that we were just looking at. What's the rest of the week look like? Storm chances the next couple of days, and then quiet Wednesday all the way through early next week. Was it be a meteorologist? I believe I got to meet you when I was in high school many years ago. Wanted to be a meteorologist. High school. That was it at this severe weather symposium. Met a lot of people at those things, which I'm sad they're gone. But Dr. Dewey retired, still a close friend of mine. But he retired, so he's still in pretty good health though. Great guy. If you ever met Dr. Dewey, you remember it because he's a great guy. That enhanced is, hey, thanks, Mr. Tech. That's awesome. Thank you. Let's see. The enhanced is tornado driven. Okay. Let's see. Since you want to know, I guess I'm still stuck on that, aren't I? There's your tornado risk. There's your wind risk. And there's your hail risk. So now back to this. But yeah, it's that time of year. I mean, anybody that sees storms this time of year definitely could see anything from a tornado to large hail to damaging wind. Let's see, zooming in, put this into road motion. Okay, so those two storms are starting to connect, and no severe weather from that yet. You know what, though? Let's look. Let's take a look, because it's this area right here that those two storms are starting to merge. So let's see. Let's look at velocity. Not seeing too much. Keeping an eye on this area right here. But overall, pretty okay. Yeah, I was just thinking of that, Jim. That you send me that. I think you send me that picture every year around this time, and it's like I keep getting older, and so does your son. Severe storm filmer. Hopefully, it works out for you. I know it's just one of those things. How do you add money to your stream? New at this. You know what? To be honest, I don't know. I think there's a setting in there somewhere where you can just donate. Hopefully somebody will help you out there. But don't feel like you have to do that. I appreciate it, but you don't have to do it. I think, wasn't that around the time that the basketball coach met up with you guys at that restaurant, and you invited me, but I had no idea who any of you were. So I'm like, and I was busy that day anyway, but I'm like, what is happening here? And then, because I was following you on Twitter, it's raining in Lincoln. Oh yeah, I see the $sign next to the chat box. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, wind velocity, not looking like much, so that's good. I need to delete some of these things out of my show. We had an EF3 tornado hit the city of Lincoln on Arbor Day, so that it doesn't always happen that way, HDYT. Just you see it, and when you see it, you think about it. But when the strong storms hit 10 miles, thank you, Jim. Let's see, I'm just cleaning some stuff up here real quick. Look at that, storm's just now starting to move into Lincoln, and it's not severe. That's awesome. There's a severe storm, though, headed towards Beatrice. Oh, cool. That'd be cool, Jim. Those weather classes are fun. I mean, there's some that are just nightmares, like the dynamics. Oh, that was so hard. Mary Sue, I live off West A, just 1 block inside the city limits. Just rain, no thunder. Okay, thank you. So storms are starting to cross Highway 77 now. I think Mother Nature got mad at us for not planting trees. You know what's funny though, Eric, is I worked for the Arbor Day Foundation for a few years, so I have a soft spot in my heart for planting trees in the Arbor Day Foundation. Poor Beatrice always gets it. That's true. They do. I think Lincoln's about to get some heavy rain very soon. I'm glad I mowed yesterday. Should text my wife that nothing is severe yet. Oh. Okay. To my wife, nothing severe right now, but strong storms moving into Lincoln. That's funny. She's watching. I better be careful what I say. She's the best woman in the entire world. Need to mow again already. Did Friday. I know. I don't want to complain about that, so I'm not going to. It's merging. Does it look like it's getting stronger again or staying the same? It might be strengthening a little bit. I mean, there's that severe storm just south of Beatrice. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm getting a little hungry, though. My wife, she's perfect. Ooh, there's food in the conference room. Guys, there's food in the conference room. Does it look like a tornado could develop in Beatrice later? The likelihood is getting smaller, but I'm not saying it's zero, but the better chance will be some 1-inch hail and some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. But nothing has been severe for a while, so cautiously optimistic. Oh no. Oh, okay. My wife just sent me a picture of our bench that flipped over into our yard. I'm like, oh no, I didn't think the winds were that bad. No, she did it on purpose. That's funny. Oh. All right, we're doing okay. Just some heavy rain, which, you know what? Look at this. This right here, that's where that drought is at. Let me show you that. See that? Yeah. That's right where the rain has been falling. Okay, back to the radar. Is this Will J? Bryce, is this Will J? Is he asking me about Drake and Kendrick? Because I have no idea. I do like Kendrick Lamar, though. Pouring in Northeast Lincoln. Northeast or Northwest? Why can't I hear anything? Oh, everybody can hear me, right? Check, check, check. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, yeah, that was just a spot shower. The real stuff's coming yet, Matt. 95th and Adams. That's a good spot out there. I like that. Okay, thanks, guys. Let's see. Why can't I hear anything? Yokozuna. I'm not sure. Check your volume. Make sure you're not on mute. Things like that. Michelle's tranquil. I agree. Hoping that was. Hang on. Thrill is, yeah. Will J. I knew it. Will the thrill is Will J. I knew it. Do you think the SPC will add a risk for tomorrow for the latest storms that you were talking about? I don't think so. The setup isn't right, but it's that time of year, so I never say never. First bit of thunder in Beatrice. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Lightning. It's not as much lightning as before. So these are still strong storms, but they're just under the severe weather status, which is great. This is perfect. Good old-fashioned thunderstorm. Still severe, though, in northeast Kansas, though. Far southeast Lincoln, nothing but sprinkles, like on your donuts. What are you talking about, Jim? You're thinking about donuts, aren't you? Uh-oh, looks like we got a warning there. Hang on. Or maybe the watch just... Oh, tornado watch canceled. Okay. So yeah, once this is past Highway 77, headed towards Omaha, that's probably it. Well, there's a little bit over there on the other side of Concordia. We'll see. Just south of Firth, we've had some rain, but nothing else, not even thunder or lightning. Okay, good, good, good. Heavier rain still to come. Thanks, Kevin. I think you might be a little behind. We were talking about that about 5 minutes ago, so you may want to check that. Yeah, I'd watch Oklahoma, Matt, right now, but I'm more concerned about home right now. Guess we can zoom out and see what's going on down there. Yeah, that's big. CR Priya, sorry to hear that. No need to be scared. It's just be prepared. And it sounds like you survived the tornado, so you were prepared. So well done. So that's Oklahoma. They're seeing an outbreak. I mean, they're going to see a lot of long track, big tornadoes. We're on the northern edge of that. So this is the initial line. Oops, wait. Right, like this. But this was kind of an offshoot. So a couple of different areas. Yeah, agreed, Jan. It's the best my yard has looked in 3 or 4 years. Just incredible. Lightning detected in our area. Let's see where that was. Oh yeah. So lightning there, a bunch of it there. I didn't hear any thunder though. So for what it's worth, this the storm system has been spot on. The models were spot on. I think with all of the severe weather we've had lately, sometimes the Storm Prediction Center, I don't want to say better safe than sorry, but they do make sure we're all prepared. And we're not out of the woods yet, but at least we have dodged a lot of the severe weather that the potential was there. Check the wind directions. These clouds are moving east to west over my house. Shouldn't they be west to east? No, that's why there's a tornado threat. That's why there's a tornado watch, because you have near the surface west to east wind, and above, where the higher clouds are at, it can go the other way. That's called shear. They're going different directions. Can you zoom into the city of Lincoln and show a city cam? That's kind of cool. Let me see. Let's look here. That's what downtown Lincoln looks like. You know what? Let's look at this one, Honda Lincoln cam. Storm starting to move into southwest Lincoln. Third and Adams, and it's getting really dark, yeah. You can see the lightning there. Let's see what Southeast Community College looks like. Well, just dark. Allocam, where's Allocam? Hang on. There's your wind direction check. Looks like it's coming out of the south. One app says rain starting in 15 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, look at that little hail trying to go south of Crete there, right near Wilbur. See that? Oops. See that right there? We'll see if that expands. Oh, okay. I mean, this is a long line of storms. Look at that. So you have basically your center of low is right out there. And then it just kind of goes like this. It's a big storm. Will the low occlude tomorrow? Maybe. Everything's moving east, though. I think, well, we were looking at it earlier. Ohio has a good chance for severe weather tomorrow. Indiana, a slight risk for a good portion of the Midwest, the eastern side of it. But I think Lincoln's basically done. You know, we can look at that here real quick. So this is today, or tonight. Tomorrow, yeah, see, there's nothing for Nebraska tomorrow, so that's good. But that whole area there, from southeast Missouri up to West Virginia and Ohio, with that enhanced spot just north of Cincinnati. Then day 3, this gets a little ugly. It'll be interesting to see what kind of severe weather that happens. I like the way how storms looks like in afternoon hours. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is not for tonight. This is for Wednesday. Ooh, look at that, tornado watch gone for the eastern half. So now all that's left, or for the western half, now the tornado watch is in place right there until 11 p.m. Do you think the cloud cover today will limit the amount of CAPE for the squall coming in? No. I don't think so. We'll see if it's a squall. That's something that happens later. And anyway, heard something about how they have been extending Tornado Alley to the east. Yeah, I heard that too. Thunder in West Lincoln. Think it's splitting and going around. No, it's headed. Your ETA prediction for Beatrice almost 90 minutes ago was spot on. Awesome. No, this right here is likely going to hit Lincoln. So it's not splitting. Just a little bit of a break. Oh, went to a commercial break? Oh. Okay. Didn't know I could do that. And I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's YouTube for you. I mean, they got to make money somehow, so I get it. It's just like us and TV. All right, well, probably about a half an hour away from being done. I've been on here for 2.5 hours, though. That's something. You guys are continuing to watch. I appreciate that. Now, if you could, you know what you guys could do is subscribe, and then there's like a little bell so that whenever I go live, you know it. And I think a lot of you are probably already doing that, but that would really, the more people that do that, the more, then when people search for weather or whatever, my feed will come up more often. So the more people that do it, the more, you know, that's how social media works. But if you're out there right now and because it's kind of a lull, nothing severe right now, so if you want to like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Okay, thanks, Bill. The good thing is that local meteorologists are live, because if it's just YouTubers, they'll say whatever insane thing they want to say. That's true, Drew. I mean, I have a little, I'm not just going to say whatever the heck I want to say, because I mean, I'm a meteorologist at a TV station. I can't just willy-nilly go nuts. Let's see. I noticed we had more rain this month than we had all last year, including severe weather crazy. Yeah, I'd have to look at the numbers, but I know we were top 10 for rain on record as of the 4th. So does the tornado alert stay until 10 p.m.? Yes. It's 11 p.m. actually, but that's mainly, once the line moves through, then your threat is over. So we're probably about a half an hour away from everybody west of Highway 77, including Lincoln, Beatrice, Columbus, being in the clear. Jim, thank you. That's awesome. Let's see, share feed to social media. Mary, thank you. Yeah, that's cool. I think I've been having an uptick of followers lately, and I think everybody's starting to see that YouTube is kind of a cool way to get weather information, which, all right, I'll go there. I remember I started doing this weather thing before websites. That's how long ago I was doing this. I mean, it was just starting. I remember when we had to, oh, there's the severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. Do I know Bill Ranby? Ranby? Not personally, but I've met him. Nice guy. Let's see, severe thunderstorm warning for Butler, Dodge, and Saunders until 7:45. That's right there. Quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. You had national attention. I guess I did have national attention, didn't I? My boyfriend follows you, so I checked out your Twitter feed and found your YouTube channel. Well, thanks, Dylan. Dylan? That's a cool name. Just subscribe. Thank you, CR. Yeah, again, there's a lot of hurting people out there, so. Is flash flooding a concern? Not really. Everything's moving east enough. Jim Flowers? I don't think I ever did. Because I don't think he ever made it to the severe weather symposiums. No, I don't think I ever met Jim Flowers. I met the other Rusty in Omaha, Rusty Lord. All those guys. Every meteorologist, local in Nebraska, great people. They're all really nice people that I've met. I mean, I can't vouch for all of them, I guess, but I have met probably 90% of them, and they're all really cool people. When will the main line of storms end? Asked Ben. Probably, I think we got about another hour, and then everything moves off to the east into Iowa. So, I mean, it won't end, but for us, for eastern Nebraska, about another hour, hour and a half. Did you like the 10-11 meteorologist when you were there? Oh, absolutely. Yep. How easy, difficult is it to be a meteorologist? That depends. I mean, it's all I've known for 25 years for the most part. The math is difficult to get through in college, but once you do, it's just a matter of where you go and what you do. I only know TV. I haven't done anything else, so I don't know how hard those other jobs are. What factors do you look at when determining hail size? Like the potential for hail size? That's a whole class in itself. There's too much to talk about there. Getting dark at 27th and Old Cheney. Looking south, yeah. Those storms are coming. Let's zoom in, shall we? Yeah, see this storm right here, this one right here is going to hit Lincoln. It's not severe, but that line is filling in. So this is headed like this. Wind is getting crazy in Beatrice. Yeah, that's, jeez, just about ripped my shoes. So yeah, the storms are rolling through. Hang on, let me ask my storm spotter guy if anything. Any reports yet? Nothing yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a pretty good line of storms moving through Beatrice right now. Let me see. I'm going to do something here real quick. We'll see how fast those are. Yeah, I mean, they're close. These are 65 miles, 62. The winds are just starting to pick up. I mean, some of these are really strong. I'm kind of surprised it's not severe. Crazy in Wymore. Yeah, these. Have you seen how severe the weather is? Will. Will J. Good stuff, Will the Thrill. Crazy in Wymore. Kevin West. I think you're behind a little bit. Again, we were just talking about that about 5 or 10 minutes ago. So you want to make sure you're viewing the stream as up to date as you possibly can. Yeah, that's a strong line moving across Highway 77. Kind of getting ready for that to go severe here at some point. Let's see. There it is. No new information. Okay, we're closely monitoring the storms in Gage County. Half an inch of rain in 15 minutes at just south of Branched Oak Lake. That's pretty impressive. Let's see. What altitude are the velocity readings from? Do you get data from multiple altitudes? Imagine a straight line coming from a radar, and then it doesn't bend. So the Earth curves away from it. So it depends on where you're at. I mean, the altitudes are different for everything, but they also scan up and down. So basically, what we're looking at when we look at those, those wind speeds, is basically an estimate of that section of storm. So the altitude varies, but it's an overall average, if you will. Yeah, that's a strong storm moving across Highway 77 there. Some strong storms starting to move into southwestern Lancaster County too. That's right there. Might be some nickel-size hail, penny-size hail maybe. Do you, let's see, Channel 8 have it where you break into programming if there's a severe thunderstorm warning? Yeah, I can, if I think that people need to know about it, I will break into programming. So if there's a severe thunderstorm warning for any of these, I would probably break in because there's a lot of people that want to know that. Starting to rain good at 27th and Cheney. Good lightning. Okay. As long as it stays away from the hail and the damaging wind, I'm all good with a good old-fashioned thunderstorm. Me too, Cameron. I mean, it's, got to start somewhere, right? I'm always looking down reading, so I figured I'd put the camera where I'm reading. Does that look a little weird? Kind of. Guess we'll try that. Pea-size hail in Weimar. Thank you, Sheila. Kind of hoping these storms move through quickly because I'm kind of hungry. In fact, I'm just going to grab a granola. I'll be right back. All right, Matthew. Got to block you for that one. Drew, yeah. It's not 55. It's actually 57 miles per hour. And wind and hail that's 1 inch in diameter. And that's quarter-size hail. That's a size like a 25 cents quarter. So, yeah, as long as they can see it on radar that that there's wind gusts in excess of 57 miles per hour, it's usually 60, and a quarter-size hail or 1 inch in diameter, they'll issue a severe thunderstorm warning. They might, Erica. That's it's certainly a possibility. Watching it closely. Yep. everything is just kind of pulling north, but everything's moving east as well. So the storms themselves are going like this, but the whole storm system is moving like that, which is weird, but that's how it works. Raining in Air Park. Thanks, JN. Is there going to be a tornado? It's iffy right now. I mean, there's a tornado watch, so it's certainly possible. But I'm not seeing any rotation as of yet, but it's possible. When was the last time we had an active spring like this for severe weather? I think it's been a while. It has. I have to have a short memory when it comes to severe weather. Otherwise, because it happens a lot. I mean, we had a lot of severe weather last year. But this seems like it's a little more active this year. I think the reason people think it's more active, though, is because we had an outbreak that one Friday. Other than that, I mean, it hasn't been that active. If we didn't have that, people would probably just be like, it's a normal spring, and it kind of has been. It's just there was that one major outbreak that, destroyed part of West Omaha. Tower cam. Thank you, Chris. Let's see. We're going to look at the tower cam. Oh, yeah. By the way, Chris, you're going to have to teach me how to use this joystick over here that's all set up. I have no idea how to use that. So you installed it, and it's like, I don't know how to use this thing. It's for thunderstorm warning. Okay, I got to go back to the radar here. Rain by the zoo. Oh, the poor animals. Oh, yeah, there you go. That doesn't include Lancaster County. But here you go. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for Gage, Johnson, Odo, and Pawnee until 8:15. Let's see. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind and quarter-size hail. It is pouring rain now here at the Channel 8 studios. Let's see. Severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles southwest of Virginia. That's 11 miles southeast of Beatrice, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. So it's kind of booking it towards 136, headed towards Auburn and Nebraska City. Farmer's Almanac says stormy and a hot summer. Well, that's going out on a limb, isn't it? Farmer's Almanac cracks me up. They're so vague that they could get away with anything. I mean, it's going to be, for the winter, it's going to be cold with bouts of snow. Shocking. Is there a little Doppler indicated rotation by Denton? I don't know. Oh, where's Denton? I just forget where Denton is. Oh, there it is. I knew it was up there somewhere. Just didn't show up on my thing. All right, so palette, velocity. Not really. I don't really see any rotation. Maybe by Philly. And even that's not a lot. Yeah, nothing to be concerned about. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but it's really broad. I don't think it's anything. Yep, thanks, Matt. I knew it was up north. I just couldn't find it. Or not up north. North of Beatrice. I just kept looking. Pretty good storm, though. I mean, yeah, we're going to get heavy rain very shortly. 1 second. I should probably post something to Twitter and Facebook. Are you advertising for The Voice, Jim? Pouring at 3rd and Adams? Okay. Let's see. Shoot. That's okay, Jim. I forgive you. I mean, it's a local. Sometimes you got to do it. Can you make a tornado happen, please? Nope. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Okay. Hang on. Why would you want a tornado? Did you see what happened in Elkhorn? I mean, jeez. You don't want it. Trust me. I mean, it's cool to see, but you don't want a tornado. That's no. Hang on, where did I go video? A really loud keyboard. Go. Okay. Oops, sorry. There we go. Got a message. Oh, wait. How to get on TikTok, you'd blow up. I don't know who you are. Yeah. Okay. So, pouring rain in Lincoln now. All right, I just posted on. Oh, okay. Hang on. How's the Honda? You guys want to look at the live cameras, see how those are doing? That's probably a pretty good idea because it's pouring right now. Hang on. Let's look at Honda of Lincoln. Live, laugh, love, Rusty. Okay. Raining cats and dogs at Pioneer Park. Yep. When will the storm move to 48th and Pioneers? It's got to be close. Weather forecast for today. Less gonna rain. Yep. South of Firth. Yeah, right now it would be rain wrap. Yes. Yeah, it's pouring rain at 27th and Yankee Hill Road. Let's look at Aloe. Pea-sized hail downtown. Thanks, Kevin. That's good. That's all. Yeah, I'm not seeing much hail on the Aloe cam, but a lot of rain. Barely see the Capitol building. Let's see. Not too bad on North 48th and Cornhusker. Claire, no, you'll be fine. I mean, eventually you will, but not right now. You can stop the rain now. You are drowning my potato plants. Oh no. That's some heavy rain coming down there. It's our Barry Law Camp. This is it. This is in Southwest Lincoln by the station. Basically, 9th and Arapahoe. Okay, so a new tornado watch for Dakota and Dixon. But I mean, those are those two counties in northeast Nebraska, like way northeast Nebraska. And that goes, so that's just a new watch. It goes until 3 a.m. How many more tower cams do you guys have? What do we have? 6, 7 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 of them are sponsored. 1 isn't. Our Aurora one is not. So if you want to sponsor it, there you go. Hail again in Wymore, pea-size, okay. Sky in my area is a hazy green color. Erica, that usually means there's hail up there because light scatters through hail and it turns green. Will there be hail here? I don't know where here is, Claire, but if you're talking about Lincoln, it just small. Ooh, that was a good lightning strike. Petty theft has paused in Air Park. Lightning hazard? You spelled lightning wrong, Neil. Heavy rain just started at 40th and Randolph. Thank you, Atari. Looks pretty dark. Yeah, I mean, it's... Let's look at the Honda of Lincoln cam. Petty theft has paused? Oh, I see. Yeah, heavy rain coming down at 27th and Yankee Hill Road. Goodness. Do we have... Yeah, you can go to the website. I mean, you can't move it around, but you can look at the live feed, whatever we have. Yeah, we have... That's definitely on our website. Rusty's like my English teacher. Am I? Is that good? I don't know. Is that bad? We're doing all right. How do I send storm pictures to you guys? I have an email address. Elkhorn, you're probably a half hour away from strong storms. Is it bad to walk outside at 48th and Pioneers? I mean, I wouldn't do it because there's lightning. I just heard a rumble of thunder. Glad my car is in the parking garage, is in the garage, because that would suck, yeah. Mine isn't, but you could tell that there was a tornado on Channel 7 on not this Friday, but the Friday before, because Bill Ramby did a good job showing it. You know, he's my competition, right? I was on air too. Unless you're in Omaha, then you can't see me. Then I get it. Then it's fine. It's pouring. It is. I need to figure out a good spot to put this camera. Ooh, jeez. Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna put it back up here. time is it? 7:30? Okay. We're just about done, you guys. What's the biggest hailstone you personally have seen? Probably not very big. I'm usually inside. I don't normally see storms. Like, how many tornadoes have I seen? Not a lot. Just on those cameras. Thanks, Josie. Appreciate that. But golf ball size hail, I think when I was growing up, I was at my grandma's house and it was hailing really hard, and I think they were golf ball size hail. But I was little, so they might have looked bigger. Let's get back to the radar. 1 second. Half an inch near Malcolm, almost done. Good, good, good. Crazy high wind and hard rain right now, yeah. Yeah, see, look how close that tornado stuff is. Right down Concordia, just on the other side of Concordia. Yeah, so once all of this moves through, that'll be it. It's all light rain, if anything, over there. Pouring now. Hey, there you go, Jim. Which app was right? Hey, we're coming up on 3 hours. Anybody here been with me the whole 3 hours? 27th and Fletcher, pouring and lightning, yeah. Did you realize that you were on the national ABC News broadcast? I did. I was also in Australia News, which, how weird is that? I was a guest comment today. Cool. All right, Matt. Both of you? All right, cool. My radar. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. I mean, crikey. Yeah, for you, those of you that have been with me for 3 hours, that's awesome. Thank you. I got 200 people on here now. Somebody said earlier, it was nice to see this kind of grow. And I think when I first started doing this, there was like maybe 20 of us just kind of watching stuff. So it's pretty cool that I'm like 10 people, 10 times that amount now. So we still got a couple of severe storms out there. Let's kind of go through those. You've got this one that looks like it's weakening a little bit. It's because of that storm right there. And that's for Gage, Johnson, Odo, and Pawnee until 8:15. That might be canceled. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's see. Thanks, Marno. Josie, no big deal. You're not scared, you're fine. 84th and Van Dorn, cool. I drive by 84th and Van Dorn all the time. Is there a weekend meteorologist, Kent Bowden? Yeah, he's part-time for us, he's filling in. I think we might be hiring a weekend person now. We've been very particular about who we want, but we think we found somebody. We'll see. You saw me on the BBC News. Cool. Crikey. Oh, I get it now, Jim. Sorry, slow. Australia, I get it. Somebody sent me that video, though. I guess it was, I think they just got the video from ABC. Also, so we got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings for Nebraska. There's that one. Severe thunderstorm along a line extending from 5 miles northeast of Adams to 3 miles southeast of Sterling, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. That's for Johnson, Nemaha, Odo, Pawnee, and Gage. And then also this one for Dodge and Saunders, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. Hearing loud thunder. Yeah, I'm hearing that too, HD. But we're just about done. I mean, not just about. It's probably an hour. on Highway 2 headed into Lincoln. Any hail on radar between 70th and the bypass. And Bennett along Highway 2. I haven't had any reports of hail in that area. I don't want to be a nationwide meteorologist. I like local. Everybody's nicer. Hey, look at that snow in the Black Hills. Hey, Rusty, think me and the boys got a shot at playing our softball game tonight, 8:30? Ooh, that's 45 minutes in Lincoln? Probably not, because that secondary line right there still needs to move through. And let's see. And yeah, there's lightning in that too. So, I mean, 8:30? You got to be the last game, right? Maybe if it goes late, I don't know. Jim Contor. Oh, thanks, Neil. Huge gust of wind and heavy rain just hit 84th and O. Yeah, that line is moving through. Cool. How are the storms in southern Kansas and Oklahoma progressing? Good question. Let's find out. Yeah, they're there. Lots of tornado warnings. Look at that, though. You can kind of see what's happening. You got these storms going north and these storms going west to east, kind of like what was happening for us, but it's more volatile, just much more volatile. But it's all attached. Are you still worried about a potential tornado threat? I'm always worried about that. But the storms I haven't seen a tornado warning for a while. They've been close. Electricity just flickered, yeah. I just witnessed 6 baby pea-sized hail at 27th and Yankee Hill. Let's see. It's a very crazy wind out there. Yeah, that's basically all the storm has right now is wind. A lot of wind gusts. And really, that as soon as that line pushes on the other side of Highway 77, everything west of Highway 77 is likely going to be in the clear. So probably about another half hour. That's nice of you, Janelle. I may have to go make myself a cup of coffee, though. Pea-size hail at 98th and O. Okay. Yeah, this is just some small hail. This storm right here, though. That right there, that's a little persistent cell. Zoop, that's probably going to head towards East Lincoln. Elmwood, Ashland, areas like that. Oklahoma can't catch a break. Yeah. That's kind of a hotbed for severe weather, though. I mean, it's just, they're in a perfect spot. Pea-size hail at 90th and Adams. Thank you, Jennifer. I think once I mentioned snow, my viewers dropped off by like 20. So your low pressure center is probably about right there. That's Rapid City, South Dakota. Center of the low. It's a bit cooler here than it is in Oklahoma. That's why we were just seeing rain storms with the thunder. You know, it was cool on Arbor Day, and we still saw some massive tornadoes. So temperatures don't always matter. They can matter, but what happens if we get snow tomorrow out of nowhere? Then my job as a meteorologist, I would have failed at. We're not going to see snow. We might be in Tornado Alley, Oklahoma's tornado driveway. Yeah. Yeah, all right, thank you. So new severe thunderstorm warning. Ooh, does not include Lincoln. Almost. Jeez, so close. Does it include? Let's see. It's for Lancaster, Johnson, Odo, Cass, Sarpy, Douglas, and Saunders. I mean, it's right on the edge of Lincoln. So this storm, right there, Cass, Lancaster, Odo, Sarpy, Douglas, it's a lot of counties actually. Lancaster, Johnson, Odo, Cass, Sarpy, Douglas, Saunders, goes until 8:30, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Gretna, Waverly, Ashland, Syracuse, Springfield, Louisville, Weeping Water, Eagle, Elmwood, Greenwood, Palmyra, Sterling, Cedar Creek, Unadilla, Avoca, Murdoch, Union, Dunbar, Douglas, Nahaka. Did I say that one right? Yeah. You're probably right on the edge, Jim. Passing Bennett, found it, yeah. Did it, Bryce? I was going to ask you if that went off. Did it scare you? Let's see. Cool. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to clear this out. Go now, and we're going to kind of, I didn't want to do that. So, I mean, that's a solid line of, that's probably some pea-sized hail there, just between Havelock and Prairie Home. It's that right there. Between Panama and Douglas, Sterling. When we thinking it will get bad in Gretna? No, I don't think so. It's moving away from Lincoln. And I don't like to cut in just to cut in. I mean, it's just... Anyway, so yeah, this line of storms is headed towards Omaha. Gretna. Someone asked about Gretna. Let's see. Probably half hour in Gretna. I mean, this is, all things considered, this could be a lot worse. We could be dealing with tornado warnings all night. And since it's just severe thunderstorm warnings for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and 1 inch hail, that's fine. Been checking periodically. Elkhorn, probably the next half hour. Looking at 60 mile per hour wind gusts and hail the size of quarters, a possibility. Oh. Goodness. Just catching up on all the tweets and whatnot. Liquid Retro, pea-size and smaller hail at 40th and Pine Lake. That was about 15 minutes ago. Thanks to him. Looks like Pawnee has seen some minor rotation. Yeah, everything's just kind of making its way east. I mean, this is how close we are to tornado warnings. I mean, there's some over here by Manhattan, Salina, just east of Salina, Kansas. And then there's these down here. I mean, these are the really bad ones. You can even see them. Goodness. So I thought about moving to Oklahoma, but never mind. I had two friends that just moved to Oklahoma not too long ago. And they're a little nervous tonight. Briefly explain what El Nino and La Nina is. It's when sea surface temperatures warm up and they basically move the jet stream around. And I think we've been going back and forth, so I'm not even sure which one we're in. Honda Cam, Sunshine? All right, hang on. Okay, we're gonna look at Honda Cam real quick. No, it's trying to break out, isn't it? Had some strong winds and heavy rain come through Waverly, yeah. Well, getting a few reports of rotation in Pawnee County. So let's take a look at that, shall we? Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That's kind of a lot of different clusters there. So we're going to zoom in and look at that. It's just not very consistent. I mean, what they're probably seeing is like this area here kind of rotating, this area here kind of rotating, this over here kind of rotating. Yeah, this would probably, it's, oh, different Honda Cam. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I don't have that one. Let's look at a different one. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the area they're talking about, like this and this. Yeah, the maps needs Highway 2 between Lincoln and Nebraska City. There's been so many updates, and the weather company that we get our stuff from needs to send us an update. So that's not us. That's on the program that we use. And I mean, that's Highway 2 right there. Is that what you're talking about? Between Lincoln and Nebraska City? That's what this is. So we have it. It just might not have been showing up wherever when you were looking earlier. No, Erica, that's a sign that everything's done. So once the sun comes out, that means the line of storms is gone and we're good for the night. In fact, if it was an hour sooner, I'd go home and say hi to my kids. Instead, I have to say hi, Bryce, because he might be watching. I don't know. He's usually playing something. That's okay, John. No worries. I want to make sure it was there. Yep, there he is. Let's see, we got another warning or canceled the watch. Do you think we'll have more weather within the next 2 weeks? We'll have hot weather within the next 2 weeks. I think we have 80s coming our way by next week. I don't know if that's hot or not. Kind of depends on what you think, but no 90s, but 80s possible. Which for this time of year, that's 10 degrees above average. Okay, everything's kind of making its way east. We're just about done, you guys. So if you have any questions, now's the time to do it, because I'm probably... Well, I'll give it a few more. He's studying, I'm sure. Hey, Bryce, Twitter Jim says you're probably studying, right? Not playing video games. Is he right? Yeah, let's. Oh, goodness. Well, that's good, HD. Jim, don't believe a word he's saying. He might be, maybe he's studying, or maybe he already did it. Looks like Butler and Seward counties will be removed from the tornado watch. Let's look at that, shall we? Yeah, okay. I want to look at the cameras again. So let's go step by step here. This is Beatrice. Some of these I can move, some of them I can't, but I can't right now. Heavy rain in Beatrice. Allocam coming up next. Honda of Lincoln coming up next. The tower in Southwest Lincoln. Yeah, it just kind of looks like everything's coming to an end. This is the Aurora one, so this is over by Grand Island. Yeah, there's some sunshine. Senioritis is real. Oh, I remember. It really is real. All right, well.
Hi. Again. Hey, Rusty, quick question.
Yeah?
Do you think I need to stick around?
No.
No, it's
It's,
just
yeah, we're almost done.
okay. I'm happy to help if I'm needed,
Nope,
but
we're
if
good.
I'm not.
We're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just so I can come back tomorrow morning, like I'm sitting here and I'm like, love to be doing something.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, well, did you want me to tell them a certain time on Wednesday?
Oh, Wednesday? I don't know. I haven't.
We can decide that tomorrow.
I haven't been looking at that area yet
Okay.
today because all of this stuff, so I don't know.
Okay. As
so-
long as by tomorrow I can just tell them.
Yep, I'll let you know tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. Another little line coming through later. I don't think so. I mean, maybe, unless, if this is what you're talking about right there, yeah, but anything down here, no. It's actually a good point there, HD. We've had, oh, a little tornado warning there. Look at that. Hang on. Boy, that doesn't include any of my viewing area. Hang on. Okay, so let's take a look at it. I mean, look how close that is to Lincoln. Yep. That right there. It's not, I mean, it's technically not in our viewing area, so I won't do a cut in for it, but that's some pretty tight rotation there. Just west of Weeping Water, just on the other side of Eagle. Goodness.
That's the way I take back home.
Yeah?
Easier way to go.
Boy, you know what? That's close enough.
Quiet tonight. It's had a couple of 30 to 50 mile an hour winds. A couple of days were reporting pea-sized hail, but I didn't think that was worked out.
You know, I invested in that radar scope.
No, the radoscope? Yeah, I like that.
It's fine.
Okay.
We're doing it, got it.
I'm going to go on TV, everybody. Just because it's close. Getting ready here. And I have to interrupt Wheel of Fortune. That's never a good thing. Okay. Hang on, let me get everything set up here. Okay, I'm ready. Hi there, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins looking at a tornado warning that was just popped up just east of the capital city here for Cass and Sarpy County through 8:30, so just about 20 minutes left on this tornado warning between Ashland and Weeping Water. There's no tornado on the ground, but this rotation was a lot tighter just a little bit ago, but now it's still there between Murdoch and Elmwood, just east of Waverly. Just west of Manly and Weeping Water. So keeping a really close eye on this as this starts to move to the north and northeast. In fact, I'll put this into a radar loop, and you can see it, those last few frames, it really comes together. In fact, I'm going to stop it here and show you see right there, just west and northwest of Elmwood, really tight rotation as it moved through the Eagle area, and now it's kind of relaxing a little bit. So that's a little bit of good news. Zoom out and show you the basic motion of these storms. Everything is moving east of Highway 77. Still a few storms left over headed towards the Lincoln Creek, Wilbur, and Beatrice area, but the severe weather threat is gone there. But we did have a tornado watch in place. In fact, it's still in place right now. And you can see this tornado watch, everything's kind of updated on me here. But we have a tornado watch that is in place until 11 p.m. for the eastern and southeastern corners of the state of Nebraska. So still not out of the woods yet, but keeping a close eye on these storms as they roll to the east and the northeast. So for now, I'll just keep an eye on things. Keep it tuned to Channel 8. We'll keep you up to date. Awesome. Okay, and that's part of my job right there, is going live, drop of the hat. Never fails though. Oops. Well, thanks, Robbie. Thank you, very nice. All right. I'm a little surprised we didn't see more of that. You know, the rotation, the spot, tornado warnings like that, just little tiny ones that pop up real quick and then dissipate quickly. And there probably were a few of them that, I mean, with the huge area, that big line of storms. Let's see, let's look outside. Someone is excited. They're talking about something else completely different. Can you guys hear the background noise? That's my engineer. He's talking to a reporter. Still got that tornado warning. I mean, let's see what happens here. Over by Louisville a little bit. Somebody asked me about Gretna earlier, so right now. The sirens were set off in Cass County, by the way. Another batch of very heavy rain coming in the Lincoln area right now. Yeah. Big cluster of storms. Oh, no, it's not over yet. That doesn't mean something is on the ground, right? That's true. Nope, just means there's rotation. That's the first step. That when radar can see rotation like that, it's in the clouds. And doesn't mean that it comes all the way to the ground, but it's happening up there. It's when it comes down and touches, that's when we have a official tornado on the ground situation. Confirmed tornado. It's kind of a mess now. And this is, you know what, that's kudos to the models that I was looking at earlier today. It really basically said this was going to happen. This is what it looked like. It was just a mess. Sure enough. A lot of warnings in northeast Kansas. Robbie said that too. And that tornado warning was canceled. Or I guess it's 8:15. What model has been your most accurate? Probably the HRRR, which only goes out like just a little bit. So, and it usually is the most accurate because it's short. It's a short range. I mean, the NAM, the short range NAM has been doing very good too. Why the severe weather risk is east of our areas, because our dew points for tomorrow after. Well, I mean, that's one thing. There's a lot of things that go into it, like where's the low-level jet? Where's the cold front? Where's the warm, moist air coming from the south and the cold air coming from the north and west? Where's the outflow boundaries? Where, I mean, there's so many different things you can look at. So it's not just one thing. But, I mean, that is one of them. Anything in the longer term models for more severe weather? Nothing, no. After this, I mean, there's some storm chances that Tuesday and Wednesday. But after, I mean, that doesn't look severe, but after that, it looks really quiet all the way through into next week. My mom came to Lincoln from Clay County to watch her grandbaby. We had to convince her not to drive home tonight. Glad she finally relented. All I saw for tomorrow on models were just a couple of showers, nothing major. Yeah. Got the heavy rain coming down though, much needed. This is good. And we still kind of got this guy right here that's, I mean, that could make its way up towards our area. Let's see. Is it tornado warning for Elkhorn already? No tornado warning. There is no tornado warning out there right now. How long does it take this to cross Elkhorn Bennington area? Over the next hour. Severe thunderstorm warning for Pawnee and Odo. Nemaha, Richardson, and Johnson. This goes until 9 o'clock, so 45 minutes. Oh yeah. Let's see. Severe thunderstorms were located from 3 miles east of Cook to 6 miles west of Dubois, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail with that. Somewhat good yellow glow to the west of the sun trying to come through. Cool. Let me look at that real quick, because I like a good old sunset. Yeah. Good Honda Lincoln Cam. Yeah, I see what you mean. Just trying. Sarpy County cams? Nope, I don't have access to those. Sorry, Brooks. Severe thunderstorm, speaking of Sarpy, severe thunderstorm warning for Sarpy, Washington, Douglas, and Saunders. It's moving northeast at 45 miles per hour from 3 miles southwest of Waterloo to 3 miles northwest of Louisville. Penny-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts associated with that one. So yeah, the storm is creeping back up. What model parameters do you like to rely on most for hail size and intensity prediction? I mean, the models that I was looking at earlier basically replicated what this looks like now. So it was basically telling me that those pinks and purples were going to show up. So that's when I know there's going to be a hail threat. So that's kind of what I do. There's other things too, like how big's the cape? How big is, is there lightning intensity on the models? There's a significant hail parameters that I can look at. So there's all kinds of different things I can look at. Yeah, that line of storms ramping up a little bit as it moves towards the Missouri River. Dew points will likely drop a little bit after the cold front moves through. Can you show us the things you can look at, specifically velocity charts? I'm not sure what that means, but I mean, like velocity, that's this, wind velocity. That's what you mean? I look at it and what I'm looking for here, but why are winds not turning out of the northwest after the cold front? Not that kind of cold front. I know that's usually what happens, but it's not with this one. This is more of a boundary layer than a cold front. So, but yeah, this is the velocity. Different kinds of velocity. There's still some weird rotation going on over here towards Eagle and Weeping Water. This is what was prompted the tornado warning earlier. Still kind of wound up a little bit. This right here, over by Louisville. And there's the radar loop again. Solid soaking of rain, though. I'll have to go out and check our rain bucket, see how much rain we got. It's probably, I'm going to guess 3/4 of an inch. Is it on the ground in Sarpy County? Is what on the ground? There's no tornado warning for Sarpy County, so if you're asking if there's a tornado on the ground in Sarpy County, no. It's just a severe thunderstorm warning. Now there's a tornado warning. let's see, what's that for? This is for, come on, Odo and Nemaha County. Radar indicated, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour, just southwest of Auburn. Let's look at the velocity. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a good one. That's a lot of rotation right there. See that right there? That's some solid rotation.
What do you think if I head out?
Tornado warning over just on the other side of Tecumseh.
Oh. Well.
I mean, not again,
Not bad.
not our viewing area again, but
But still.
I think for us, for Channel 8 people, we're in the clear.
Yeah.
It's now towards the Missouri River that it's starting to get a little hectic.
I just gotta make sure that Zach is back in.
Okay.
You'll be fine, It'll go through quick.
Oh yeah, that's a really good spot of rotation. That's in Kansas, all of this Manhattan, Blue Rapid City. Yeah, that entire line is severe now.
Well, that one storm that's headed towards Beatrice might make a fuss too.
It's weakening as it moves into it, though, so hopefully, yeah.
Those clouds looked nasty not too long ago down there. Ooh. Oh, tornado warnings up in South Dakota.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. Or by Sioux Falls, yeah. This thing just gets wrapped up.
Within itself.
Yep. Heavy rain for Lincoln right now. Entire line all the way up in the Dakotas and down in Kansas is quite impressive. It really is, Ben. It really is. I mean, how long is that? I mean, that's... I mean, that goes all the way up. So that is, I mean, 1,200 miles. 1,200 miles. Are you thinking the hail and tornado threat has lessened for Lancaster County? I think it has, but it's close. It's the tornado threat is basically going to be within this line right here. So anything on the other side of that, except maybe this. I mean, that's a little iffy right there, but the hail and tornado threat is basically in those circled areas for our area. Yep, it's 8:30. That's when the outlook gets updated. So thank you, HD. can look at it if you want. So there's your enhanced risk. Everything's pushed east now. Damaging wind, hail threat, and then your tornado threat. More so down here, but the higher risk is further south. One little embedded tornado warning right there. Lots of severe thunderstorm warnings headed towards Omaha. Heavy rain for Lincoln. Concordia 1, Concordia what, that line is moving northeast, so Beatrice will probably see it. Thank you, Connie, you're welcome. Nemaha and Otoe counties, what about the tornado warning? That's Johnson, Otoe, and Nemaha, that one. Of course, Rocket Man. Yeah, we were looking at this earlier. The rotation's kind of gone away now. I mean, it's still there, but it's not as good as it was earlier. So, Janelle, hopefully that helps for you. Yeah, everything's kind of filling in now. Yeah, they went through Lincoln and Beatrice and York and Crete and Fremont and Columbus, and now they're strengthening as they run into a more unstable air mass along the Missouri River. So, yeah. I don't like how people were claiming that the trough was negatively tilted. Okay. More lightning, windy, and gusts rain now in Elkhorn. Okay. Just started to pick up in Papillion. Yep, all these storms are headed towards the Omaha Metro. Weather Alert said they should take cover. I mean, where there's a tornado warning, I definitely take cover. Of course, please do. Do you think storm gets severe again today? I'm not sure how to answer that. Once the line of storms pushes east, that'll be it. So no. But yeah, if you're within any of these warnings, do take cover. Heavy rain for the remainder of this storm for Lincoln. Heavy rain, maybe some small hail, gusty winds, lightning. But the severe threat is minimal. They must think a threat is around to hold the watch. What they do is, until it's an absolute certainty that nothing is going to happen, they keep the watch in place. I mean, there's a strong storm right over Lincoln, so of course they're going to keep the watch in place. I mean, it would be silly to get rid of it, but the potential for any severe weather is very minimal. Yeah, Cameron, mine too. Yeah, I wonder if there's something right over Beatrice. Goodness. Something keeping the rain away? Like something mythical? Right over Beatrice? Yeah, all the warnings are starting to pop in Iowa now. Look at Shenandoah. let's see, new severe thunderstorm warning for Odo, Nemaha until 9:15. Yep, Matthew, that would do it. I actually have a bucket at when I work for the Huskers as their on-site meteorologist. If anybody says that word, they have to put $1 in my bucket. I made $25 last at the spring game. You know, maybe what I'll do is you guys can say that word all you want, but you have to donate if you do. Huh? Then it's like, all right. But if you don't, then you get banned. That's a winning proposition right there. So do that. Go ahead and say the D word all you want, but you have to donate. And if you don't donate, you get banned. Or put in timeout at least. That line is now bowing out and moving into Iowa and northwest Missouri. Is that second band? The first band is moving through Omaha now, so we'll worry about that one now because the second band, it'll depend on what happens with the first one. Let's see. I don't like how AccuWeather said there was a chance of a tornado outbreak here a couple of days ago for today. That's what they do. It's how they get viewers. It's how they get clicks. It's how they, you look at any big streamer or social media person that deals with weather, and they just try to scare people. That's why I don't have a very big following, because I'm just, I tell it like it is. There's a chance for strong storms, but I'm not going to overhype it. I'm not going to get clicks. But if there are 5 tornadoes, we're all going to die, man, then you get clicks. Not Kevin, yo, $1. Even though you're trying to say the right thing. Yep, that's going to be the rule from now on. Okay, guys, I have to get ready for a different part of the show, so I am going to let this stream go. And, we've been doing it for 4 hours, so thank you to everybody that donated earlier. That was awesome. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you can. That would be absolutely fantastic. And that ding the bell too. That way next time I do this, which it might be a little bit. It might be a few days, maybe a week and a half, which would be fine with me. But anyway, appreciate you all, and we'll talk to you soon.